What's up, guys? It's DJ again with another Sessions Music Channel songwriting tip. Now, today is going to be a little bit different. It's not so much a tip as much as it is a hands-on kind of progression, like a follow-up to last week's video. If you haven't seen that, go to our channel. I'm sure we could put the link in the bio as well, but if it's not there, go to our channel and go to the playlist for songwriting tips and find the song or find the video titled Song Structure. And this is the follow-up video to that. If you haven't watched it, it doesn't matter as well. You should be able to understand kind of what's going on. But what I want to do is kind of give you an example as to how to use what I showed you guys last week. So last week I talked about how a song can be compared to how we write in high school and college essays, right? We talk about things like how you've got a main idea in your intro paragraph and how that should be your chorus, or how you've got your verses, which are essentially your body paragraphs, right? Which just go into depth and help prove or help push forward that main idea that you have. And so I want to take a song that we've written here on Sessions Music on our weekly Song in a Day videos, and I have the song "You Can Keep the City." This is a song we did with a singer, Lindsay Carrier, and you can see that as well on our channel. Awesome song. I felt like this was the simplest song to show you this example of song structure with. So like I said, you can listen to the song on our channel. You can hear it on Bandcamp. It's all there, free for download, everything. But I want to show these lyrics to you, and I want to show you how we use them in that structure, because there aren't actually a lot of lyrics to this song, and I think a lot of people panic when I say things like, oh, it should be like an essay, and all of a sudden you get this idea of, that meaning there have to be thousands of letters or hundreds of words or whatever, and that's not what I mean by that. I just mean the structure is the same. But when it comes to songwriting, it's actually supposed to be very simple. And so I'm going to read you these, and all there is to this is there is a verse, and there's a second verse, and then there's a pre-chorus / chorus. It's very much like the Chainsmokers, where there's the pre-chorus is kind of like a build-up, and then it ends on the hook line, which is the chorus, and we just repeat that during the drop or whatever. So let me read these to you. So I'm going to read you verse 1. Verse 1 goes, "You're in love with staying out way too late. Yeah, it's the little things you do that push me away. Looking down to see the cab you always take, because you're in the back seat and you've come back home to a love you fake." So we tried to use very specific words to make you visualize city, right? We said things like you're in the back seat, you're in a cab, you like staying out super late. Simple things. It's not like giving away too much, though, right? We're not trying to give away what the chorus gives away, which is everything. And I'll read the same thing. I'll read verse 2 before I get to the chorus, the pre-chorus / chorus, because that's a super important part. But verse 2 goes, "Packing a bag has never been quite this hard, but the vision in my head still seems so far. And living up in the clouds was a dream that only fell apart, and the road is long, but my home will always have my heart." And so, we had this idea of a person who is in a relationship with someone who loves the city and lives in the city, but they're not really a city person themselves. And so we had this idea of someone who's struggling to be in love, but is also struggling to feel at home or in the right place. And so we want to create this thing of like how, they're conflicted with the things that this person does. It doesn't mean they don't love them. It just means that things aren't, the way they want it to be. And then, we even said and we want to make it very clear, just with the verses. You already said the person kind of has problems. They're packing a bag. They're talking about going home, all those kind of things. And we know that they're in a city. So that alone is from the verse. And that's kind of the idea of the song. Remember I said last time, the whole song without a chorus, I should get the same idea as I do from just the chorus alone. And that's what we tried to do. And so let me read this pre-chorus and chorus to you. It says, "And I hate thinking about the lights and how they blind me. These busy streets and noisy crowds are calling your name. And I miss the stars and how they shine, because every tower blocks the sky. And I feel like running, because I can't stay. So you can keep the city." So see what we did there? We made it very clear about how the city just isn't our place, right? And so we just kind of built on it. That part, if you just take that alone is enough for you to understand the main idea of the song, right? So what we're trying to say. But having those verses there really puts us in depth, right? We say in the pre-chorus chorus like, "Oh, we don't like the city. We want to go home. It doesn't feel like home here," whatever. And then in the verses, we kind of expand on that. And that's really all it is. And it's just like that in, in essays in school. You've got a main idea, and like I think I said last week, like the example of like, oh, maybe you read a book and your main idea is like, oh, so and so character was a brave character in so and so book, right? And then in your verses or your body paragraphs, you would go in and talk about things that happened in the book that prove that character was brave, like you're trying to say in your main idea. And so that's kind of what you're dealing with here. And so see, I mean, that's all the lyrics. That's it. That's all we wrote for this song. It's not a lot of lyrics. It was really quick to write. But it gets the point across. We're not confusing you. It's not, we're not there to try and make some complex, deep thing. But we say enough to make you understand where we're coming from and where we're going. So guys, I hope that was a good example as to how to use song structure to get your point across. I hope you can use that example to create songs of your own. And I want to hear, what you guys have to say about song structure. I want to hear if, like, you think that there are things we could have said better in this song, whatever, I want to hear all of your thoughts. So comment below, like, share, and be sure to subscribe. And look forward this week to the rest of our videos from Tyler on production tips, and as well as our Song in a Day video. And I will catch you guys next time. Have a good one.